Warning! This is for school activity purposes only. The following discussion, along with other pictures, belong to the rightful owner. We do not own all information that will be given in the following.
Basics of video production.
Basic of video production. In this topic, we will discuss to you the basics in making a proper video. This session is to help you think about making good videos and giving you language and tools to do so. Digital media literacy is not just the ability to access information by locating and sharing materials, but also the ability to create original content in a variety of forms, making use new digital tools and technologies. Also, this will help you expand more of your knowledge in doing the right and appropriate things in making videos. Let's start with the three main stages of video production. First is the pre-production, second is the production, and third is the post-production.
Pre-production. The production is planning of stage your video because before you get hold on your camera, you need to have some idea of what you want to do. Especially if you don't want to waste time or money. This can be a basic or complicated as you need. From like scribbling things on a napkin, having a full script, storyboard, and production schedule. This can be basic or complicated as you need. Like scribbling things on a napkin or having a full script, storyboard, and production schedule. When you're planning your video shoot, step 1 is thinking about the purpose of your video, what message, what do you want your viewers to receive. Do you want them to be entertained, to inform, do something? Who is your audience? Why would they care about your video? This part, you would think about what do you want your content or genre type will be all about. And step 2 is knowing what's going to happen in the video. Having a script is can be as simple as an outline or something question if you're interviewing people or follow the screenplay. This is basic as trick is act structure. Good stories are built around characters, people who want something, and often a conflict. What's preventing them from getting it? How it is resolved, no matter what do you want your viewers to care what happens and not look away. And knowing what you plan to shoot before you start shooting will save you time once in the field. Storyboarding is an effective way of preparing yourself and ensuring you don't want to miss anything. It also makes you think the visual of your video in advance. How you going to tell your video visually? A complete storyboard would help you sort out the entire production process from pre-production to post-production. It can be tempting to skip this step and go straight away to filming. But taking your time beforehand to complete storyboard will actually end up saving your time away.
Save time. Storyboarding allows you to sit down and plan out all of your shots beforehand, so you don't have to make all those decisions on the fly when you're out filming and have limited time. When you make the time to storyboard, you will spend more time planning each shot, which is going to make your project look much more polished in the end. Communicate your vision. The storyboard will be particularly helpful if you are working on a team, because then your teammates have a visualization of what you have in mind for each shot, as opposed to just trying to interpret a verbal description. Film more efficiently. When you're filming, you don't have to film your shots in the exact order that they appear on your storyboard. You can film your shots in whichever order is most convenient for you. The storyboard can also then act like a checklist, so you know that you are not forgetting to shoot any important scenes. Edit more effectively. Your storyboard will also be helpful when you go to edit and have to rearrange your shots in the correct order. Furthermore, when creating your storyboard, you need to choose and indicate the content order, size, and angle of your shots, as well as the camera movement. If you will have voiceovers, you can also write down what section of the voiceovers will be heard over which shot. It is very easy to find printable storyboarding templates online via Google search, or you can use storyboard software like a Storyboard Dot or Storyboard Fountain, or Storyboard Pro, boards or flat, free, tire, or trial. Always keep in mind that narrative is most important in your video. Creativity is important. But don't take on more than you can handle. Simple shots can be just as effective as complicated ones, if not more so. The story is key. Don't let a complex video shoot get in the way of telling it.
Shot size and angle exercise.
There are various shot size and angles that you can use. Some make it easier for the audience to follow the action, while others have symbolic meaning that indicate something about the characters or plot. Wide shot. A wide shot typically shows the entire object or figures and is usually intended to place in some relation to its surrounding. A wide shot can give the audience a good look at the location where the action will be taking place, indicate the scope of the location, implies something about the characters. Establishing shot. A wide shot can often be used as an establishing shot, which is the start of the scene and orients the audience by showing the location where the action is taking place. Medium shot. This is the most standard and regularly used shot. It gives the audience a general look at what is going on while still letting them know what the focus or subject of the shot is. Medium close out. This is the shot size in between a medium shot and a close up. It makes the audience focus on particular subject or subjects. This is the standard shot for each actor during the face-to-face conversation. This shot size allows the audience to focus solely on the conversation and not distracted by anything else in the shot.
Close up or see. This kind of shot draws specific dramatic attention to a character, object, or space. The subject usually fills the frame. Example, a person's face. Cutaway shot. Close-ups are often used in cutaway shots, which is a shot of an object or person that is complement to what someone is looking or pointing at. In this example, the close-up shot of this man's face is followed by a cutaway shot that shows the audience what he is looking at. Extreme close-up or ECB. This shot draws extreme attention to a character, object, or space. Something specific of any of the subjects usually fills the frame. Example, a person's eyes. This type of shot often implies an extreme emotion, love, anger, sadness, etc., or seeks to point out specific details. Point of view. This shot make it seem as though the camera is in the same position as the character's eyes, giving the audience the impression that we are seeing things exactly the way the character is seeing them. Eye level. This is a standard neutral shot and will probably be the angle you choose for the majority of your shots. Low angle. The camera is below the subject's facing up. A shot looking up at a character or subject often makes them looking bigger face in the frame. This angle frequently implies that the subject is powerful or imposing. High angle. The camera is above the subject facing down. This angle often implies that the subject is powerless or weak. Bird's eye view. This feels like the audience is observing what's going on from above. It's a good shot you usually want to convey a lot of information in one shot.
Equipment and camera movement. How do you get this shot? That's where equipment and camera movement come in. Using the appropriate camera movement allows the audience to easily follow the action and allows you to draw their attention to a particular part of the scene. These are the different type of equipment that can be used. Number 1. HD camcorder. This is the high definition video camera that is designed especially for recording videos. It captures video footage with high resolution and is often used for professional video production. Number 2. DSLR Canon Rebel or DSLR stand for Digital Single Lens Reflex and Canon Rebel is a popular series of DSLR cameras by Canon. DSLR cameras are known for their versatility and high quality image capture. They have interchangeable lenses and offer manual control for advanced photography. Number 3. Digital audio recorders. These are devices used to record audio in digital format. They are commonly used in various settings such as interview, music production, and podcasting. Digital audio recorders provide high-quality sound recording and offer features like adjustable microphone, sensitivity, and storage options.
Tripods. Tripods are three-legged stand used to support cameras or other equipment to keep them steady during photography or video recording. They provide stability and eliminate camera shake, ensuring sharp and clear images or videos. Different camera movement. Static, the camera is not moving. So this is the example of static. Pan, the camera moves from one side to another. This is the example of pan. Tilt, the camera either moves up or down. This is the example of tilt. Zoom, the camera stays still and by adjusting the lens, the picture can zoom in and zoom out. This is the example of zoom. "180-degree rule. When planning a scene, especially a conversation, make sure that you follow the 180-degree rule. Once you pick a side from to film conversation, visualize an invisible line along the two actors' eye lines. The camera is not allowed to cross the line.
Production. Basic video shooting exercise. First is vertical and horizontal. If you're going to be shooting using your phone, remember, avoid shooting video while holding your phone or mobile device vertically. Once imported into an editing program, it will have black bars down the sides and cannot be fixed through cropping. Second is using tripod. If possible, while taking videos, it always looks better if it's steady. Don't just rely on using your hands. When you have a tripod, better use them and not just your hand. Third is focus. If using a camera with manual settings, make sure you know how to adjust the camera's focus. If your video comes out blurry, it is generally not usable. A good rule of thumb is to set your camera up where you want it. Zoom in as far as possible and adjust the focus. You can then zoom back out to the shot you want.
Composition. Rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is the base composition principle to follow for well-balanced and interesting shots. The concept of the rule of thirds is to imagine breaking an image down into thirds horizontally and vertically. You will then want to frame your shot so that your elements are along the lines and preferably at one of the 4 points where the lines intersect to make your shot lead rule. For balance within your frames when shooting people in a conversational stance, examples in the taking head sections of documentaries, you will want to leave some space in front of them. Headroom. When a person is the main subject of a shot, make sure that there is a small amount of space above their head. You don't want too much space, but you don't want to cut off their head either.
Standard lighting setup is a 3-point lighting using a backlight, tail light, and K-light. Unfortunately, we do not have light kits to launch out, but you may be able to use lamps and lighting fixtures in your home. To get a similar effect, you can also hold a large piece of paper to reflect light. If necessary, in general, you want to make sure foreground is lighter than the background and position your subject so you're not getting dark circles under their eyes. And remember, it's better to physically position the camera closer to your subject than it is to zoom in on them.
Always keep in mind that when choosing shooting location, especially outdoors, having bright light behind a subject will be distracting and will discolor or backlight. What do you aim to shoot? A camera with auto exposure will compensate for the bright backlight and will leave your subject in the dark. The camera we check out won't let you adjust the f-stop. So in this case, the best thing to do is to reposition your subject. Be careful about color temperature, i.e. white balance, which tells the camera what white is different kinds of lighting, so doesn't look discolor. If possible, use the manual white balance settings in the camera. If that not possible, it can be adjusted in iMovie during editing.
Audio quality. Do not underestimate the importance of high quality audio in your film. Be aware of background sounds that you will normally filter out. That will end up your recording. Background noise you will do not want is difficult to fix during the editing process. Audio quality is far more important than will most think since without good audio it will be difficult to understand your video. Additionally, when you're editing, you adjust audio level through the volume is consistent. When you're shooting audio and video at the same time, remember, closer is very better. Don't be afraid of subject. Other resources. Audacity is the free multi-track audio editor and recorder. You can use it to record live audio, cut copy, splice or mix sound together or even digitize recording or media. Creative Commons, a non-profit that enables the sharing and use of creativity and knowledge through free legal tools. You can use multimedia search engine to find various types of CC license items from source such as Google Image, Photopebia, Jamendo, Flickr, and more.
A collection of full-length movies that are part of the public domain creative materials that are not protected by intellectual property laws such as copyright, trademark, or patent laws. This film can be legally downloaded, modify, and remix freely into your own projects. The world's biggest free music library download thousands of free MP3s all with Creative Commons license so that you can modify, adapt, and build on most work in your project.
Lynda.com, Cornell faculty, student, and staff have free unlimited access to Lynda.com's online library of high-quality videos on the latest software, tools, and skills. There are over 2,500 high-quality detailed online training courses for all people, experience levels. You can watch entire courses or single tutorial as needed. Exercise files let you follow the instructions and practice what you learn, and searchable text transcript for each tutorial let you home in on specific. You can log into the Cornell CIT website